All right, so we kind of talked about this behind the scenes. We got our Tom McDonald and we got our flat Earth, and let's talk about some video games. Let's lighten the mood up a little bit. What's your favorite political video? No, just kidding. What is it?
Metal Gear Solid.
Solid, dude. So Desert Island. Let's start with Desert Island. One classic and one current. You get obviously two Desert Island. You get two games. Desert Island. Obviously hypothetical.
Like what do you? Okay, so but like what's your definition? What's your cutoff for a classic video game?
20 years old.
20 years old or more?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, Jay, we'll start with you.
I am gonna go with. It's one of my favorites to fucking play, and it always has been. We're gonna go with. Oh shit, that doesn't make the cutoff. That's fine. We're gonna go with Yoshi's Island.
Yoshi's Island. What system? Is that Nintendo?
The NES.
NES, okay.
NES. And then current. Man. Fuck, bro. Like RPGs are my shit. So like I can throw 1,000 hours into a fucking RPG, and I love Cyberpunk. I might be the only person, but I would throw Cyberpunk in there. You know, get a little bit of the weirdness, the post-apocalyptic versus like something almost Brigadoon, something like idyllic. Yoshi's Island has a little bit of threat to it, but it's way more peaceful than anything that could be found in Cyberpunk. You got to be able to find that like happy medium, and I think that swinging from one extreme or one end of the spectrum to the other absolutely does that for me. Those are my choices.
There you go. Tato.
I'll just follow up on Jay's swinging comment, and I will throw it as my current Spider-Man 2, probably. Like I could just fucking swing around New York.
So you're picking 2 over the first one?
Yeah, I think in this moment, just like because you get a little more miles. I like Peter too, like, but like just have both, like the versatility, and 2 of having both of those Spider-Man, and Miles really coming into his own throughout that game and shit like that is Absolutely. Really fantastic. And there's like I won't say because like if you get to play it, but there are side quests in 2 that are fucking heartbreaking.
Absolutely.
And then with the classic, I had just fucking go with my stock pick. It's Final Fantasy VII. Yeah, I adore the fuck out of that game. I'll never stop with it. Like it's my next tattoo. Whenever that happens down the line and shit. February 29th, fucking since we are just talking about video games in general, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. It's the second part of the new remake trilogy and shit like that. Wow. So that'll be basically what I'm doing for the month of March.
I was going to say, that's not what you're doing the month of February. The month of February.
The month of February, I've got MCU studying to get back into because that match, my rematch, might be on the 26th.
You'll definitely be watching
Black Panther, Black Panther 2, Black Panther 2.
All right. So for me, because I'm a diehard fan of it, I don't have as much experience with video games. The Last of Us, that one got me real good. So that made me want to become a gamer. Post. Sports, Madden, and Call of Duty. Those are really the only 2 that I've really ever played as an adult. In classics, I'm going back to. Let's go Mario Kart. Let me just rock some Mario Kart, and I'll just because it's so much fun.
You don't think that rocking Mario Kart would get old? Like, how many people are on the island with you? Like, are you playing by yourself? Like, are we going flower? Are we going mushroom? What are we doing? Like,
yeah, I mean, like I thought about that. If it's by myself, or if I got Wilson with me. You know what I mean? It can get weird, but and also like growing up, I did a thing where me and my buddy, we would play like baseball by ourselves. So I would throw it up, I would hit it. I would do the ghost people. I would run. I would go throw it up to myself, play defense. I did all that stuff. So I can have imagination, especially if I'm going cuckoo on the island. So yeah, I can definitely make it work by myself. But I mean, even if we wanted to say that, I'm thinking of whatever. Then give me Vice City for GTA. So if you want more story based,
Rip Ray Liotta.
I mean, always, yeah, Henry Hill. Even though Goodfellas isn't one of my favorites, ironically. Yeah, that's definitely respect there. So when we're thinking of video games, I just have a good idea. Let's do a little draft, a little video game draft. So we're talking about video games. Do we want to pick a specific system? Do you want to pick an era? What do you guys want to try and do? Desert
Honestly,
Island, I wanted to say Desert Island, just all-time favorite video games. Just
yeah.
Who's got 5?
I mean, I've got 5. I think honestly, PlayStation, like if we're just gonna narrow it down to a console, either like the PlayStation or like a Nintendo handheld, I think those are just the most popular right now.
What do you think?
We could do one in which we only pick one game per console.
I like that.
Okay.
All right. Out of respect, Tato doesn't like drafts. So I'll let you pick first. You want first, second, or third?
I'll go 3.
Okay. Jay, just I always want to be fair.
I'll go 1.
Okay. All right. Well, Jay, you were on the clock.
Pokemon Emerald.
And that's for Game Boy or
Game Boy Advance.
Yeah. Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald. That's usually how that's classified for what it's worth. Like just in case you were gonna get cheeky and pick Ruby.
No, I hadn't planned on it, but like
I was talking to Henry because I knew he loves Groudon. Not even a word he knows.
Being fair, being unbiased. Those are words that Jay doesn't know. For me, just because I don't know many specific PlayStation specific games, I will do The Last of Us just to make sure I have that one. So that'll be my Sony or PlayStation, however you want to phrase that.
Yeah, and I think like it doesn't have to be necessarily we only get one Sony, but just mainly switching up the picks was the thing. I'm not going to pick 8 fucking Final Fantasies.
One per franchise is definitely a given. Or one
per franchise, one per IP. Yeah, I like it. Like just in the spirit of it. But I will take Final Fantasy 7 just because. Yeah.
Yep. All right, and you're back up. Snake Style.
Yeah. Snake Style. Good call. I will take Metal Gear Solid 3. Snake Eater.
That is fair. Give me Halo 2 Xbox. Halo 2? I think that's one I want.
Yeah.
Halo 2.
Yeah, 2 is a good pick.
2 is a good pick. Knights of the Old Republic.
Nice.
For the Xbox.
For that one I could have
Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. And then give me I'm gonna steal one from the Final Fantasy franchise. Give me 12.
Okay.
Final Fantasy 12.
I respect that you guys are, diehard fans of that. Once again, make sure I get it. For GameCube, give me Smash Brothers.
Good choice. Good choice.
Melee is the best.
Yeah. I did, like I said, I'm not a gamer, so I couldn't remember which one, but yeah, that's the one.
Yeah.
So thank you for reminding me. So that's my Nintendo pick. Taters.
Cheeky breaky. I have 2, right?
God, it's so difficult sometimes.
Yeah, there's so many video, like when you're just talking about video games, and I'm really going on just shit I love.
Oh yeah, I mean that's the point. There's no poll. Just literally, that's the point. Go with your heart.
There's always a poll.
There's always a poll.
There's always a poll.
Don't tell me there's no poll. No, it's all gravy. I will see. what? Like, I'm just trying to think of some other shit. Give me Zelda Tears of the Kingdom.
Okay, I respect that. Back over to me. Give me
that'll be my current.
Oh yeah,
sorry.
Yeah, you're a snake.
Yep. And I will also take Pokemon Red and Blue.
Good choice.
Red, Blue, Yellow.
Yeah. Give me Modern Warfare 2 for 360. And this is Jay, your last two.
Yep. Okay. Give me, I want to say the game's called Army of Two, where you're the two cats and you have all the fucking customizable face masks and shit, and you're just running through destroying the fuck out of everything. It's got one of my favorite pieces of dialogue of all time, because it's just two dudes in the middle of a fucking war zone, and they're like, what I've always wondered this. We've been friends for like 10 years. Who's your favorite Wu-Tang Clan member? Mine's Ghostface Killah, but I respect Raekwon the Chef.
Damn it. That line just made me remember a game that I would want to pick, but that's not going to be my last one. Damn it.
My last one, however, is going to be Def Jam Fight for New York.
Okay, now I don't feel bad because I don't have to not pick it. Thank you. As soon as you said that, I'm like, shit.
That's my 5.
Yeah, but that brings me over to I gotta have a sports game. NFL Blitz.
Oh, that's a great choice.
Yeah. So that's gonna be my last one. And Tato, round us off. What is your last one?
Shining Force 2.
That's a good pick too.
I don't even know what that is. That's how you know I'm not a gamer. So hopefully you guys remember what you did, because I didn't write them down. I wrote mine. So for me, I did The Last of Us, Part 1, Smash Melee, Halo 2, Modern Warfare 2, and NFL Blitz. Jay.
I did Pokemon Emerald. I did not in any particular order. Oh, Knights of the Old Republic, Final Fantasy 12, Bad Company, or not Bad Company, fucking Army of Two, and Def Jam Fight for New York.
And Taters.
Final Fantasy 7, Metal Gear Solid 3, Snake Eater, Pokemon Red and Blue, Shining Force 2, and Zelda Tears of the Kingdom.
There you go. So what ended our video game conversation? Tato, do you have any hot takes for video games in terms of just whether positive or negative, in terms of just like you're surprised someone the masses feel one way about something and you feel the opposite? Do you have one?
I guess I've always been more keen on Final Fantasy 8 and 10 than most.
Like
those don't have a.
What are people's opinions on them? They're boring. They're not good. They're not expansive. They're bland. They're repetitive.
Yeah, a lot of people don't like the. So the criticism on 8 is largely in the combat system. The game itself, it's very easily breakable. So, a lot of people don't dig that, but I still like the story well enough, and like a lot of people don't dig the characters in either game very much. But so I don't know if they fully get it or if they just see the whiny emo kid persona and don't fully get it. But I think there's a lot of great growth in both of the main characters in those games that doesn't get a lot of credit sometimes.
There you go. Jay, what's a hot take, positive or negative for you?
Cyberpunk has been great. And it's not just after the Phantom Liberty shit. I didn't have a problem with it at launch like a lot of people did. But everybody who says that they had a problem with, Cyberpunk, and it was a shit game at launch because they ran into glitches and all of this, are the exact same people who don't remember when The Witcher 3 launched and CD Projekt Red had the exact same problems. Now Witcher 3 is regarded as by far one of the best video games in modern times. And I think Cyberpunk, with the massive following that it's going to get, that it's been gaining since everything's changed, is going to end up elevated in its status. But I was there first.
Do you think Witcher 3 is what got the show going, or like what's that origin? Because I don't really know.
The Witcher show.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, Witcher 2 really, but like the fact that at the time Henry Cavill, giant fucking nerd, CD Projekt Red looking to expand. The Witcher's got a lot of books as well.
Yeah, Cavill said he read the books.
Yeah, there's tertiary media for The Witcher, and that's got a giant following. So it would naturally make sense to ebb into another medium. That way you can get more people introduced to the show, who will then go and play the video games, who will then go and read the books, or people who have only read the books and never played the video games will watch the show and want to go play the video games, or any one of those combinations. But I don't think like The Witcher 3's popularity definitely helps, but I don't think it's the only reason. And since Blood and Wine came out, like they've got people who will spend hundreds of thousands and thousands of hours playing this game. Last I checked, I think The Witcher 3's like entire just main storyline is like 120 hours long. And that's just doing main quests. That's not doing any of the side quests and shit. They make expansive games. And it's one of the reasons why they have so many problems when they drop. I just happened to get lucky when I bought it for my PlayStation that I didn't have any like fatal errors. I didn't have to undownload. I didn't have to uninstall and reinstall the game. It worked perfectly fine for me throughout the entirety of like the tenure that I've played the game. And I've been playing the game for 4 years now, 5 years now almost.
Yeah, so for me, I guess my hot take is the fact that I'm just not much of a gamer. I guess that's a hot take, because when you ask people like, I've never played a single second of Fortnite. I've never played.
You're not missing a lot.
Yeah, but I just know it's popular. You know what I mean? It's not even to be like anti it. I'm just not being a gamer. I just never fell into that trap / just that wave. But in terms of games that I played, that my hot take, going back over to sports, just because that's my experience. I think 2K pretty overrated, just as a concept. It's just, and I'm a huge basketball fan. I love playing basketball. Like ironically, basketball in terms of like actual playing might be my best sport in terms of my abilities. But just 2K, I just could never grasp like the shot meter and all that stuff. And it's just never, I don't know. And just when you're playing games, just the constant, fouling, and just, it's not fun to play online. If you don't have the perfect, connection, it's going to mess up your shot. And it's just not as fun. So yeah, 2K, I just feel like it's mad overrated. Because when you look on, like, that's in terms of sports, like 2K is probably more popular than Madden, and Madden's real popular. You know what I mean? It just never understood that. Yeah. So that's for mine. One last final one. I just want to kind of have just opinions, just to kind of open up a conversation. Tato, if you had to have one game that you genuinely would love to see a movie or TV series built off of, that's not already somehow any other medium, whether animated or live action, what's a game that you would love to see represented?
I can't even make the Tetris joke anymore, man.
No,
the sons of bitches took it from me,
and it was so good too. So good.
It feels like The Machine in terms of like, did all Russian shit really happen? I don't know, but I still enjoyed it regardless.
Yeah. Plus, Taron Egerton could act his fucking ass off.
Like, holy fuck!
Him looking at the fucking Game Boy after they pull it from under the fucking cloth is just every fucking gamer's reaction. I don't even think that was him acting. I'm like, he is in that moment looking at the original fucking Game Boy. Like, let's go.
Fucking A.
Anyway, Tato's answer is Tetris.
God, yeah, because I don't I mean,
you can't say Final Fantasy VII.
I know that's why I said it. No representation.
Like, that's a movie.
I worded exactly. I worded that on purpose. Yeah. Like, nope.
And even so, like, I wouldn't want to see a live action one. For what?
No, I don't think they can do it right.
Yeah, and like most video games that I adore, I would rather see a series. But like, I mean, Shining Force 2 could work as a very it's very swords and sorcery cliche, save the princess, fucking like, so that could Princess just work as a movie.
Yeah.
Quite literally. I feel like there's one that's escaping my brain and I'm gonna be pissed at myself when I think about it later.
Zelda?
Fucking Untitled Goose Game. Well, that Zelda is in the frame of would be better as a series. Like Metal Gear Solid's in there. Most RPGs are just too long for movies. Fucking Untitled Goose Game.
There you go.
Okay.
Jay, you got one?
Yeah. And it's gonna sound really fucking weird. So hear me out here. The original Life is Strange video game. It's choose your own adventure, but at the end of like every chapter, they have what a majority of people would have chosen. Hit a majority of, and it's just super important points throughout the movie. So you could quite literally make a movie and just go with the opinion of everybody who's played the game, the hundreds of thousands of people who have played the game, and be like, these are the choices that 80%, 70% made. And boom.
Is it one or the other choice, or are there multiple?
There are multiple choices. Like there's the option to talk to a certain character in the game and be nice to them, or absolutely fuck them over. But at the end of the day, the choices that you make will dictate what happens at the end of the game, because there are good ending. There are like 4 or 5 different endings of the game, but there is a good ending and there is a bad ending to the game. So like, you could quite literally make a choose your own adventure based off of the stats of the players of the game. And roughly 70% of the people who are doing anything in that game would be happy with it, because you're making the movie based off of the choices that you made.
I like that.
That's an interesting take. Yeah.
I think I would love to see a Grand Theft Auto TV show where every season though is from a different perspective of the good guy, bad guy, where, you know what I mean? Where it's like in Free Guy, where it's like multiple, you do all that. But like season 1, it's you're
Ballad of Gay Tony.
Like season 1, you're trying to be the good guy and you're trying to get out of the life of crime or avoid the life of crime. And season 2, you're just wholly invested in it. And you know what I mean? You could just do
Michael.
Yeah. So I think that would just be a lot of fun. So yeah, video game. That's a good conversation.
I think in a Fargo sense, it could work where you just follow a different character every.
Exactly.
Was that what you were thinking, or
yeah,
do you think one guy?
No. Following different characters, but different ideologies and different perspectives. Like you can.
Henry, before you continue, I have a question.
Let's hear it.
My cousin, do you want to go bowling?
No.
I think your old man and my old man
should have a beer, should go bowling. All right, Tato, any final thoughts tonight's episode? As always, gets weird and go down the tangents, but that's how we roll on the show.
Yeah, it's mostly a bunch of fucking stupid shit. Video games are cool. I don't mind talking about stupid shit from time to time. Even though last time I was saying I'm not the guy to fucking shit on something to raise something else up, and so I'm like, I just basically I disagree with those opinions and carry on. Like, I'm not gonna fucking sit here stewing over it.
Like Jay, that's why Jay's here. Jay, what are your final thoughts on tonight's episode?
Fuck you for making me react to that. Yes. Second, my pockets are fat. Like Lizzo is not a good bar at all. Like it's not.
Bro, he's wearing a yarmulke, no cap, bro. Come on.
Yarmulke is a cap. By definition, it is a cap, bro. Get out of here. Is it though? Yes, it is. By definition.
Dude, quit being a WAP, man.
You know what? It's all right. I'd be just like I'd be like Ben Shapiro's wife's pussy. It's something that it's never been wet, right? Ben Shapiro
keep the Canada Dry next to the squirt.
Is that why Tom McDonald and Ben Shapiro appeared on the same thing?
My name's Henry Confidential. That is Tato. Unfortunately, yeah, exactly. Unfortunately,
go back to Canada, Tom.
We will be taking it back. This is episode 4. Releasing these as clips. So honestly, the fact that we're doing a closing is kind of weird. But hey, kind of just switching up the
watch the long form, you fucks.
Method of our madness. Yeah, we're still working on that. We're building up our audience, but we do need the clickbait to get that. So my name's Henry Confidential. That is Jay. That is Tato, and you're a cunt.